Hi everybody, how are you doing? It's Janine from the Little Nun's Room on my outside broadcast. Today I'm talking, this tourist in my town again, and I finally found a place that I've always wanted to come to, and this is called the Crossbones graveyard. And basically this graveyard isn't used anymore for a couple of hundred years, but this graveyard features bodies of women and children and some men as well. And it was actually created for people who weren't following the church, so to speak. So I've just done a post in regards to the Rose Theatre and the Globe Theatre, and talking about the idea that the south of the river in London is seen as lesser even today. It's I'm not saying that's the way I look at it, but there is this underlying script that the south is not as good as the north, and this I think comes from this time. So but that was, I was talking about Queen Elizabeth's time, so 1599, but actually this graveyard actually goes back to 1161, and this area at that time was called the Clink. There's actually the Clink Museum that you can go to, which is along the South Bank as well, which probably recreates things. I've never gone in there. I'm not really into, when I was younger I was much more into dark, scary stuff, but I'm not actually a big fan of it so much now. In fact, even being at the graveyard is unusual for me, but at the same time I just wanted to honour this. So apparently the Bishop of Winchester at the time, 1161, he had 39 rules for brothels. Now, you know, sex industry has been going on through all of time. It's just a fact. But at the time there were these brothels here, and they were called stew houses. It's absolutely fascinating. And the women that worked the brothels were called Winchester geese. And this, the Bishop of Winchester at the time, he made this rule that the women could come and go as they please. However, if they continued the life of sin, then they would not be able to have a Christian burial. So they, all the time that they're there, you know, doing this work, which it seems seemingly accepted, they're also it's a cost of their soul. So where are these people buried? Well, they were buried here at the Crossbones graveyard. The amazing thing about this, well, going back forward in history, like another 400 years, Henry VIII had had enough. That's like 400 years later. 500 years later, he'd had enough of this area, and he said that he wanted to close down all of the brothels. But it wasn't until another 100 years, which I think is just after his daughter Queen Elizabeth, that they actually managed to semi-do it. What's really fascinating is this particular graveyard has fought for its rights to actually not be built over. So as I read on the board here, there's lots of interesting information that there's been several times where they've tried to develop this because it's not it's unconsecrated ground, but bodies are buried here, and I find that really fascinating. It's like the Winchester geese are still roaming the streets. It's like local legend keeps this going. So although they didn't have the Christian burial, it's almost as powerful. It's just coming out of me now thinking about it. It's almost as powerful, the legend of these women and the legend of this story, that actually keeps this from being built on, and people come here to pay their respects. I mean, look at all of these ribbons that are posted up. I think people who I don't know, have a particular thing going on in their lives. I don't know. I can't. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't have any change at all. Sorry. But people come here to pay their respects. Gosh, that was really interesting, because this I've got to talk about this for a second. But that guy that just asked me for change, and I genuinely don't have any money on me. I've only got a card. He looked. Oh my God, my heart's going like anything. He had one eye. Wow. And he had, oh my God, he had this whole scab and scar on his, I mean, he was not a well person at all. I would have given him some if I'd have had it. God, I just feel like I've connected to this area really strongly. That was really interesting. Sorry, that was really interesting. I'm going to decide whether I post this video or not. Maybe what I'm trying to say is like the energy of this area is still, there's still some of the energy left over from this area. I don't know. Hope he's all right. But that was, I have to say, that was a little bit scary. That was. Oh, those women. Right. I'm going to go now. It's good to chat. It's always good to chat. It's always good to do my things. That could have so been 1,000 years ago what just happened. I didn't want to get the guy on camera, but it put him in different clothes. Wow. Okay, right, I'm coming off. So if you like what you see, like real-time things going on, please like, please subscribe, please follow. Come pay your respects. It's on Red Cross Street. I'll post it to it if you're into that kind of thing. You may not be, so it's the first time I've ever gone there. And probably for me the last. But I'm honouring those women. I'm honouring that. And actually the Bishop of Winchester did as well, you know, to create that, the graveyard. Yeah, I'm going to go. All right, take care. Loads of love as always. All right, bye.